poverty for so long and doesn't want to go back to that situation. They are so desperate to do anything in order to get out of their really awful situation. So I have no hope, I'm sorry to say, in Mama Mobad, ever. I don't think I don't think she's ever gonna I I don't think that she'll ever change her ways. I think that she'll remain exactly ish. Exactly. And I think anyone who comes from poverty, who's seeing what Ish is doing, they're not going to stop and backtrack or because Mobad is gone as far as she's concerned, but she's still alive. She still needs to receive. She still needs to receive the funds.
Continue, vegetable Lana.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you do that to someone who doesn't have much, what do you expect? What do you expect?
To say one thing. Births, but it just take few women to actually have the concept of being a mother, you know.
Exactly. Yeah,
Especially when it comes to Mama Mohbad, you said that a prophetess met you and said that Mohbad is going to be a prophet, this and that, this and that. And we actually, every one of us have testified that Mohbad's song were actually, like, it was switching more to, like, a gospel part compared to when it was under the Malians, you know. Your own
I
mission as a
think
mom, you were meant to guide Mohbad, you were meant to protect him, but instead you trade him for money, which is so sad.
she did. She did. And do you know what? I think the reason why I don't take Mama Bad seriously is this. They can put her in a place that looks like poverty, but I mean, look at the contrast between her where they're taking these videos and these orchestrated narratives that she wants to present to the public, and her turning up at Liam's birthday yesterday in Lekki, in wealth, amongst Wumi. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can't one day be struggling out on the streets and getting your son to help you put whatever you've got from the market on your head, and the next minute you're enjoying this party at Lekki. It doesn't make sense. At least be consistent. If you're going to be poor and behave as if you're poor, be consistent throughout. And that's something that we're not seeing. But I have no hope from her. I think she's too far gone. I think she feels as though it is what it is. She needs this money, and whatever happened to Mobile happened, and that's it. Fine. I think again, when people tell you who they are, believe them, especially when it comes to money. Um, Ish, at the beginning of this conversation, I think you mentioned what do we expect from the Corona inquest? Um, I look, regardless of whatever happens tomorrow, all I know is that the authorities told us that the nurse was responsible. So in that case, I don't really expect much. I know that sounds negative, but are we to say that that the government are going to go against the civil servants, which happen to be the police, and say the opposite to what the police told us? No, I don't know. If they do, that would be controversial. But what I'm hopeful for is that it's not just a matter of them telling us, okay, let's say worst case scenario, they come up with a script that Mobad died from an alleged drug overdose. Okay, that's the easiest way out. And whatever the nurse did accelerated to death. Let's say they go down that route. It still doesn't explain why his neck was broken. It still doesn't explain why the way he died was announced in the manner that was announced. It still doesn't explain why we're told that he died of an ear infection. It still doesn't explain why people around him are refusing to discuss certain things. So I am under the impression that we still have a case regardless of what the government tell us. Is you're so funny. um, so yeah, I mean that's where I'm at with that. I know OSI discussed the host. Look, with the GoFundMe thing, people need to just make up their mind for themselves. They don't need any of us to tell them what to do. In regards to the host, it's really up to you who you want to click on and go to. Really, I know where I want to be, and I'm hoping it should be on here tomorrow because we can actually have a conversation about what's truly happening um, without Ish being present there, with me not being present there. We can discuss the results like adults here. So I want to be back here tomorrow. That's all I know because I know we can have, well, that's no pressure on you, Ish. If you don't want to open tomorrow, that's okay. But I
That's no
think
problem.
that not everything is about going in depth. I think sometimes it's just about discussing what's transpired and speaking like adults, which we get the opportunity to do here on this live, and that's why I enjoy coming here. It's a calm space where we can go back and forth and we can listen to each other, like we've listened to Sky Ivy and OSI. Um, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that what happened to what we witnessed and what caused the uproar, which is obviously the bending of the neck, is what we can hold on to. Because regardless of what they tell us, um, it might not be negative, but there is a case there within itself. The embalming at home and things like that. I think that is a case within itself that doesn't need the coroner inquest to kind of exercise where this case goes. Does that make sense, Ish?
Yeah, sure.
Um, and yeah, I mean, it will be very interesting to see if the nurse does come to the coroner inquest tomorrow. I would hope that she does come, just so that she will be able to get the opportunity fairly to say what happened on that awful day. It'll be it'll be interesting to see whether they tell us that Mobad did die on Monday, although many people who are really good at analysis have said that he did die on Monday, and this is obvious because no one's able to explain what happened throughout Monday. They jump straight to Tuesday. So that would be quite interesting to find out that date because that will also open another case. Look, Ish, I just wanted to say, regardless of us coming on this live and discussing it tomorrow, I think I always hold my breath when the coroner inquest takes place because Mama Mobad is the first person in my mind. You know, I always have him in mind and really do worry um, about how can I say it? His mental state, okay? Because every coroner inquest is a huge opportunity for him to possibly um, get some sort of conclusion as to what happened and some, some sort of information to get him settled. So I think my thoughts are, I would say prayers. I do apologize. I'm not religious, as some of you know, but my thoughts are always with Mama Mabad on these very difficult days before the coroner inquest takes place, because it is a hard thing, I think, to have to go back to the coroner inquest every time when you're hopeful, only to be set back either 7 steps back or 6 feet forward. You've got the pressure of the public saying about the lawyers that you have chosen. You've got the pressure of finding out the truth. You've got the pressure of whether the people that you are depending on are going to tell the truth. So I really do hope he's getting the rest that he needs and he stays hopeful. And I hope he knows that we've got him in our thoughts. Everything else, to be honest, I don't care about mum and dad. By the way, I just wanted to say, Ish, I watched the clips of the birthday party, and oh, it's always, and I think everyone agrees, right? It's always lovely to see little Liam because he's such a cute kid. I mean, no one ever says anything awful about a child, but he's so cute, and I hope he had a wonderful birthday. But what I found really troubling was that someone can have a birthday party for a toddler and have this and be in this what seemed to be the same house that Mobad died in. I think the house was the same house. I could be wrong. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But it seemed as though it's the same house that Mobad died in. And I found that really strange. Why would you throw a birthday party in a home that your loved one died in such a tragic way? And we are still trying to figure out what happened. You're not trying to help the immediate family, and I'm talking about outside of Mum Mobad and Adura and so on. It just seems so strange to me. And then to see them enjoy themselves like that, of course, a child's birthday is always a joyful thing, first birthdays, whatever. But to see them behave as though everything's fine, as though Moba has been buried and everyone's trying to move on, is so strange. Really strange. Maybe I'm the only person who feels like this. I felt really uncomfortable watching those videos and those photos of them celebrating in that environment. Look, if it was somewhere else, I would have said, well, what do we expect? That's a child. They're just trying to move on and enjoy for his sake. But for it to take place in that house, to me, it's just shameless. It's shameless, it's awful, and it's vindictive and evil. I'm sorry. I think it's horrible. It's horrible. And again, my thoughts are with my mum and dad because I don't know what I would do if I was dealing with these sort of people. Let's be honest. This is, in my opinion, cultish behavior, okay? And sociopath and psychopathic behavior where you do things and you don't expect to have any responsibilities or any sort of consequences after you've admitted an alleged crime. Okay, and it's remarkable. I've never seen anything like it. It's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there and mute.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Vegetable Island, for that wonderful one. There is no doubt about it. Liam is a cute boy, and this, but some of the things that surrounds the parent. I'm not sure if you look at every one of them in that video or whatever it is that you saw them. If you look at them very well, if you study them very well, you're gonna see guilt in their faces. You're gonna see guilt in their eyes. I don't know if you noticed. Even Bella and everybody, you're gonna see guilt in their eyes. Yeah, if you look at them very well and you study them individually, you will see guilt in their eyes that they know what they've done, they know what the and I received this. Let me show you this now. For someone, we can also try and verify this particular one. For someone who claims she has not seen Sam Larry before, if you look at it, there's a guy, this guy in the shirts, behind the guy in green. There's another person in shirts, in a striped shirt and blue jean. That is I think that is Sam. I think that is Sam Larry. Now, if this is Sam Larry, if this is Sam Larry, then why do you invite the same person who bullied your husband to the birthday? Why do you have to invite the same person who bullied your so-called husband? We all know he's not your husband. We all know that the father of the child is still alive. But why do you, how on God's own earth, are you going to invite Sam Larry. You can see behind the guy in green. He's in blue jean and a striped like brown striped shirt. You can see, and maybe he's even using like a cap to cover his face, something like that. Can you see in the same picture in the same house? How long are we gonna keep deceiving us? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Shigashiki! Oh my god! 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 But I'm not gonna say much. I don't know. Before I go to Mr. Andy, I know Mr. Andy wants to talk, but let's quickly have T. No, as well. T, are you there? Casio?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Daddy Andy. Good afternoon, my daddy Ishtar. Because as the case is, Sam Larry cannot go there. And the second one is Mama Adura. Shame on you. Shame on you. You are a disgrace to all mothers, the good ones. What are you celebrating? What are you dancing? They just play only one music. Motijadino Moto. Look at the way you are shaking your head. You are dancing like a mad woman. Your son is in the mortuary. You are celebrating what? Is it the time to celebrate? So you don't have fear or conscience that my son is in the mortuary. Even though if the Black Widow called you that you want to celebrate Liam's birthday, in a good position, you're supposed to tell him, no, this is not the right time for celebrating. This boy is in the mortuary cold. Ha! Mama Adura, why? Why are you so wicked? Why are you so wicked? Because of money? Why? So you don't even have fear of God. And you say you are a Christian. Why? Celebrating, dancing, even what are you drinking? What are you drinking? Dancing. When your son is dead. Your whole the father is moving around, seeking for justice. You are moving around, you are dancing like a mad woman. It's bad though, it's too bad. I saw that video yesterday, I was just crying, saying, this is Mama Adura. Motijadino Moto is shaking his head. It's like that is a best song. You didn't even sit down and listen that, this is the voice of my lovely son. Sit down in a party. This is the time of party. What are you partying for? What are you dancing for? Me, I don't understand. I don't know if this is the way some mothers in Yoruba land, this is the way they behave. I don't know. For me, no, this is not right. I don't know if there is somebody that will help me. I will give him money to help me to tie Mama Adura, to tie him down, to help me to tie him. I don't want to see that woman. To help me to tie her, locking in one place. Because even the son will be seeing the mother like this. Mama, the mother will not forgive you.
Sorry, madam.
He will never forgive you.
Sorry, madam.
Yes, mommy.
This is not any way a Yoruba woman will ever behave.
My mommy is so painful.
I'm just telling you. So this one, she's an outlier. She's completely from somewhere else. Sorry. Continue, please.
Yes, mommy. It's so painful. Dancing, Motijadino. What are you Jadino? When your son is in the mortuary, you are dancing, shaking your head. What are you cheering for? What is that? Who even bring you there? Who told you to hurt that movie? Belle Shooter, your own is finished. You're even there, but you're calling your best friend, your party, your brother. Even though the Black Widow called you, we tell him, no, dear, this is not the right time. This boy is we are still seeking for justice for this boy. This is not the right time. You can do better. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. This is not the right time. Are you doing this to Pepper Daddy Mohbad? No. You are just punishing yourself. You can see. You in your mind, you have no peace. Look at everybody there. If they are even crying, inside their mind, they are even crying. Say, God, who told me to do this? Wunmi, look at your life. It's budget. Your life is poor. You cannot move around. You cannot talk to good people. Even the people that surround you, they don't mean well for you. They don't advise you well. They are just pushing you. Look at the way you look at your dressing. Look at it, even your neck. You can see to do bad. You see, when you are doing the bad, you will see people did not. Nobody go ask you. If people know, God must surely ask you. God must surely ask you because you are doing evil. You take Mama Adura closer to you so that the woman, is after all is the mother of his son, so that he can stood with you for doing evil. Imole. Who advise you to go into that evil family? Who advise you? Wunmi family are not word for good. Who advise you to go closer to this family? Who advise you? By now everybody will be, even your father will be celebrating. Look at where you are today. The whole world are crying for justice. The whole world. Once again, I want to thank Perkins, but Perkins, if you are listening to me, sometimes me, I don't agree with you. But yesterday, what you do a good work. You can do, boys. Mama. Thank you. You people are doing well. You people are doing well now. I can see it. This is what I want. This is what I want. Thank you, Ikorodu boys. Perkins, thank you. But sometimes you go out of lay. Please keep it up. God bless you. God bless everybody. Thank you, my daddy Andy. Thank you, my mommies. Thank you, everybody.
When you give me to read, but you see this brown envelope, I'm not good.
The solution to all of this justice for Mohbad lies in this brown envelope. Just give it to Mama Mohbad. Bing! We have solved everything. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quickly, Mommy Olamide, welcome. Mommy,
me and the likes of Yes Aneme, the ordinary senator, Westo, Rifa, York, Goresi, Mewa, Crunch Queen, Chairman, a lot that I cannot mention. That behind the scene, we have Woto Woto. What I mean by Woto Woto is this: we disagree and to agree. But we will not come on public to come and display our Woto Woto. The reason I brought this issue up is where Mommy OSI stopped her submission regarding to some of the things that is going on social media. I will just take one. The voice notes that is going on social media regarding the voice note Arriva released to the public that someone who happens to be a personal assistant of the Oba in question, Said Elegushi. Well, I'm not there. Either true or false, I'm not there. But it's not for me, Andy, now to come to public and tell the whole world that Arifa is lying or Arifa staged it when I was not there? What proof do I have to come to the public and tell the whole world that Arifa staged this? It's a lie. I haven't got my facts to prove that Arifa staged it. But one thing we should note is this. We commenters, this is where we need to be very careful. It's easy for every one of us to type under the comment section that is lying. But we need to ask ourselves, where do we get our fact from before we start tagging that voice note that is lying? We that we are a panelist, where do we get the information from before we start making our assumption if that voice note is free or not? The host, where do we get the information from before we start tagging the voice note is true or false? This is where we need to be very careful. Now, if tomorrow and we now have the facts that the voice note is free, some of us or some of those people who have tagged the voice notes as a stage or it's a lie, where do we want to put our face? Especially those who have brought out their face out in this justice for Mohbad. Now, the question is this: can we put our trust in an host seeking justice for Mohbad? Before, I used to tell, don't put your trust in any host. But I'm going to change that narrative this morning, or this afternoon rather. It is you that you are going to decide whether you are going to put your trust in an host or not. And before you do that, before you put your trust in any host, you need to check what is coming out from that host. You need to be able to ponder what is coming out from that host, whether you are going to put your trust in that host. Now, I know some platform that when I go there, when the host makes the submission, I can bet my life on them that what they are saying is nothing but the truth. The same thing, the commenters, the same thing, the panelists. You understand me? Regarding to this, putting your trust, it's not that you are banging the whole of your life on that host. But by putting your trust on this hope, you are telling them that what they are saying from their mouth, you believe what they are saying. You understand me? And the same thing happens to commenters, the panelists. And please, I will only advise that some hosts, some commenters, panelists, they are not truly seeking for justice for Mohbad. And the reason I'm saying this, they always drag us backward. They always drag us backward. When you look their narrative regarding to this justice for Mohbad, some hosts have came out. some parallelists have came out, some commenters have came out that don't support this GoFund. Mohbad have already sung it. Iwájú lọ́lọ́kọ̀ ń wà mí lọ, ẹ̀yìn lọ́lọ́kọ̀ ń wà mí lọ, mi ò mọ̀. And those who are dragging us back, àwọn ni ọlọ́kọ̀ that they are dragging us back on this justice for Mohbad. Are you not tiring? 7 months, we are still asking for justice of what killed Mohbad. This should have been an easy justice for Mohbad because the death of Mohbad was inside a house. The spouse, who happens to be Wunmi Adebanjo, she was there in the last 72 hours when Mohbad was killed. And she's not helpful at all. She's not helpful at all. This young lady, Wunmi, who happens to be 24, came out 3 times now that she has a lot to say. You understand me? But still, we still don't hear from her. That is where we are seeking for justice for Ilerioluwa or Aloba, we need to be very, very careful. What comes out from our mouth is very, very important. And you might ask, why Andy is saying this? It's very simple. I believe the point ahead. This movement for seeking justice for Mohbad should not be backward, rather than forward. And the question we need to ask ourselves, because a lot is going on social media. You know, we have a leader, and our leader, who happens to be the father of the demise, Joseph Aloba. And the question we need to ask ourselves, what kind of leader do we need? A person of integrity and honesty. And if Baba Mohbad cannot speak to us directly, the question we need to ask ourselves, who has the audacity to elect a leader or a mouthpiece? Is Mr. Aloba himself. And the question we need to ask ourselves is this: who did Mr. Aloba choose? We all knew is Mr. Miwa as his spokesperson, mouthpiece. And some question that we need to ask ourselves again is this: does Mr. Miwa have the right to choose those who will work with him to get this justice? The answer is straightforward. It's yes. It's yes. And another question that we can ask ourselves is this: can the public decide who is going to work or support Mr. Miwa? The answer is yes. Because when we look, this case belongs to the public as well. We are the public. Our last name is all about every one of us that we are championing this cause. Now, how can we get this justice? This is not issue about 10 million, because we are being told that Wahab Shitu, the new legal team that is coming, that is going to be the head of the new legal team, Wahab Shitu, charged 10 million. The question we need to ask ourselves is this: is that all the money that is needed to justice for Mohbad? The answer is no. We need money. And if we don't want our vain 7 months asking for justice to be in vain, we should continue to support the Go Fund. It's very simple. Now, when we look, the money for the lawyer is there, 10 million. What do we need money for also? We need money for all the legal fees. Don't forget that we asked for a private DNA, a private autopsy, and a private toxicology. Is it going to come free? The answer is no. Is this money is part of what Wahab Shittu charge? The answer is no. Don't forget, we public, we ask for what we call a private investigators. Is it part of what Wahab Shittu have charged? The answer is no. It means that we need money. What about bringing the witnesses to the coroner courts? It's money as well. Let's just think in this place. Because what I discussed with Mr. Miwa, who happened to discuss at length with the son, Wahab Shittu. Now, Wahab Shittu made mention, where is the organizer of the concert that Mohbad attended last? As the organizer comes to the coroner inquest, Baba Mohbad said no. Wahab Shittu shake his head. Okay. Where is the driver of the Prado Jeep? As the driver attended coroner inquest, Baba Aloba said no. The son shake his head. What about the nurse?
Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy, sir. Hello, Mr. Andy. Hey.
I'm there for you.
Yeah, now, I want us to be on the same page. Yeah, Najinka. I want us to be on the same page because when we're passing out the very important information like this, yeah, I want everybody to be on the same page now. Are you saying there was a meeting between Baba Mohbad and Wahab Shittu, who is the son, the new head of the legal team? Are you saying there was a meeting between the two of them?
100%.
Okay. And that's because, you know, when people hear information, it travels very fast. And I trust the information that comes from you. But, you know, people, I want everybody to be on the same page so that they will understand very well what you are saying. And ladies and gentlemen, let us know how we quote when we want to quote. Don't let us misquote or don't let us put a wrong narrative on whatever it is that is coming out. You can actually quote him the way he's giving out information, because I'm going to say something about that and it's going to be like a bullet and it's going to eat some people. But when it eats you, don't be hungry. It is the Ishtok that is talking, and that's the reason why I am here. I'm not here to hide anything. There is no hanky panky. Mr. Andy, you can go ahead. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, the Ishtok, for the clarification. Because it's Baba Mohbad that went there, Joseph Aloba, to the chamber of Wahab Shitu. And all this question was being asked by the son. And Joseph Aloba fed his mouthpiece back, who happens to be Mr. Miwa. And Mr. Miwa fed us back in the inner house. And what I'm saying right now, I believe Crunch Queen can repeat the same thing. I believe Mr. Gracie can repeat the same thing. And I believe Chairman can repeat the same thing. And even some of us that we are not into law, this is the question that we've been asking. Why all these people are not coming into Corona inquest? Let's put that one aside. But according to Mr. Miwa, majority of these people will turn up at Corona inquest. Now, tomorrow is Corona inquest. What is certain to me, this is my own school of thought now, yeah, is that
Your own opinion, not anything that was discussed in the inner room
no,
or outside room. Your own opinion.
no, yes, my own opinion now, that Spending and Prime Boy will be the one that will be at the Corona inquest tomorrow. Spending and Prime Boy will be the one at Corona inquest. Maybe other people can join them. I don't know anything about the nurse. For now, I don't know. Now, another thing that I'm certain of, as this morning, the new son, who happens to be Wahab Shitu, will be at the Corona inquest tomorrow. As at this morning, Wahab Shitu, who happens to be the new legal team, will be at the Corona inquest tomorrow. Maybe things can change overnight. I don't know. Because anything can happen. This life is risky.
Is that your own opinion or what you have actually seen from the meeting?
This is
Wait,
what
I'm coming.
what is being discussed in the house.
In the house.
And
Okay, now.
yes, and I have the document with me.
Okay, now let's have this. I want to say thank you, Mr. Andy, for this. Now, I know the reason why I'm saying thank you. Some of these things are what the public want to have idea of. It's not that they want to teach the legal team what they want, what they should do. They just want to have idea. People are, the hope is high, expectation is high, but when they hear some of this little information, it gives calm, it gives relief to their heart, to their mind. Because I can tell you, just like Mommy God's Love, Mommy Olafle said some couple of minutes ago, she said she was just coming to TikTok and she just wanted to know where is Mohbad being discussed, where is Mohbad being discussed. And if you see me that I'm interjecting, I'm stopping, it's not because I don't trust whatever it is that is coming from you. It's because I want even the panelists and everybody to be a part of whatever it is that is going on. What they want to go discuss is not our business, but we want to be sure that these people are actually they're actually listening and they are ready to do what is going to help the case to move forward. So Mr. Andy, now you are telling us now that as of now, let me put it in this way because it's going to be better this way. As of now that you have confirmed Wahab Shitu's son is going to be present at the inquest tomorrow. As of now that you have confirmed, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you don't know about the next 1 minute, the next 1 hour, what's going to happen. But as of now, you are sure that the son is going to be present at the inquest, right?
Yes, please.
So just like they say, Centeri Paribus, I don't know if that is the right word. All things being equal, it should be at the Corona inquest tomorrow. So for everybody present here, the panelists and the commenters, okay, we can actually a little bit bank on that. All things being equal, the son should be available tomorrow, and we hope that his presence, just his presence alone at the inquest tomorrow, will make a little change. Will make a little change and change the game around. Mommy, yeah, and thank you so much for joining. Lizzie Banks, I want to welcome you again. Mr. Andy, you can continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. And one of the reasons why Wahab Shitu will be there tomorrow, as things stands now, is to argue about the Corona inquest. That the Corona inquest will not be closed. You understand me? It's part of the reason. And the team from Barrister Odumosu as well, they will introduce the new legal team to the magistrate courts. And even some of us that we are not into law, you understand me, it's obvious. You understand me that, oh, no, this Corona inquest should not be closed. Because all the suspects or witnesses, how many of them have been to Corona inquest? You understand? It's very simple. You understand? When we look it in that way, that is where I want to stop regarding to that one. And now, I don't want us to raise our expectation too much for tomorrow Corona inquest. Because if we raise our expectation too much, and tomorrow happens to be that there's nothing much, you understand me, then where are we going to fall back on? This is part of what is cause noise on social media, because we've already put our expectation very high. But I will only advise, let's bring our expectation lower, so that if anything happens there, the noise on social media will not be too much. And the reason is this. As I said, I only believe for now that it's only Primeboy and spending is coming. You understand? So that when things happen tomorrow, some of us will not be discouraged. That is my own advice. You understand me? Just like what happened.
That is your own opinion.
This is my own opinion.
On Primeboy, some people still believe in spending,
Yeah,
right?
both of them. Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them.
Let's have you. Continue,
Understand
sir.
me? Because when we look at what happened last time, most of people raised their hope on spending.
Mimi George.
You understand me? And they put down Primeboy. But what happened? A lot of people felt disappointed of what happened, either intentional or unintentional. I don't know. You understand me? That's why I'm now encouraging people, our expectation for tomorrow, let's bring it low and see what is going to happen tomorrow. That is that side. Now, people are talking.
Hold on, sir. Yeah, I will continue to interject so that we will be on the same page. You understand? I don't want anybody to pick information from here. If you are here and you are hearing the information, please, if you are not clear about anything, just ask your question, please. Just ask a question. It will be very wrong of you to pick an information from here that you are not clear about and take it to another place and go and quote someone else very wrong. Even I'll personally, my anger cannot do anything to you, but you yourself, you know that you are being an injustice. You are doing injustice to the movement of justice for Mohbad. So if you have any information that you're not clear about, just ask. I mean, if you have a question that you are not clear about, just ask. You understand? You can send in a request. I'm going to bring you up. You ask your question, and I take you down. Yeah, or you can type it in the comment section. I take note of it. I don't want anybody to be on the wrong page. If you do that, then you are part of those that are carrying the injustice up and down. Then you are giving power to the injustice. Now, Mr. Andy, so one of the things you said is do not expect too much for you not to be disappointed. Yeah, because of what happened, we need to learn from what happened. But from what you have just said now, one of the things that is going to give us life is if the argument, because you said there's going to be like an argument or a bargain, or what other word can I use between this thing, like a negotiation, if I can use negotiation, a bargain or whatever, between the son and the judge, or whatever it is, the legal whatever that are inside the court for the continuation of the coroner inquest. So you said now there's going to be an argument that our lawyer is going to argue, right? Our lawyer is going to argue that the inquest should continue because there are people that need to be brought to the inquest, but they have not shown up. So the argument will lead to that they should be brought to the inquest. Is that what you are telling us, that there's going to be an argument tomorrow between our son and whosoever it is that is involved? Are you confirming that for us?
Correct, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Andy. One other thing we can do as a panelist, as a people, because I see God's Grace typing, God's Grace is typing that we need to also put in prayer. Whatever it is that we do, we're going to put in prayer. Okay, Ola Empire is asking, please answer. I also want to know. Okay, now, Mr. Wait, Ola, hold on. Ola, let's do it one after the other. Mr. Andy, you can go to your next point. If you have a question, you keep it. I will note any question that comes up. Mr. Andy, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me just round up by saying that we should all pray for these two guys. You understand me? And also to pray for the son as well, because I'm a believer. You understand? And also to pray for every people that is working behind closed door. You understand me? And regarding to structure will come. I'm pretty sure of that. Structure that you have been asking for will come, because they are working behind the scene to see how everything will be carried out in an organized team. You understand me? And like I said, we shouldn't forget that Mr. Joseph Aloba have used Mr. Miwa, you understand, as his mouthpiece. You understand me? The only person that can remove this particular person is Mr. Joseph Aloba himself. And for now, you understand me, he's not ready to change it. You understand me? We should abide by Mr. Miwa as the mouthpiece of Mr. Aloba. Nobody is perfect. In this journey, I myself have made numerous mistakes. No one is perfect. But you see, Mr. Miwa is a man of integrity. He's ready to learn. Everyone, you understand me? Please, we should not be just saying, because it's a way forward that we want in this justice for Mohbad.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Andy. I'm going to come in from that place, and I believe I'm going to speak the mind of several other people that are on this thing. I mean, on this comment or on this panel. Mommy iOS and Ola Empire. Before you ask your question, let me quickly address that. Since we have Mr. Andy that is still here now, I want to say this, that before now, nothing has ever come out like remove. Nothing like that has ever come out. But it's quite interesting for for people to start coming out and start saying, remove Muiwa, remove Gregzy, remove Wiwa, remove Gregzy, remove Muiwa, remove Gregzy. It's alarming for people to come out. I don't know what they have seen. I don't know what they perceive. I don't know what has come to their mind or something. But the truth of the matter is, everybody keeps talking about it. Remove Muiwa, remove Gregzy. Remove Muiwa, remove Gregzy. Remove Muiwa, remove Gregzy. I'm going to ask you a question, but if you don't have answer to it, you can just tell me skip. But I believe I want to speak the mind of the people. As a host, I'm representing the people while I'm also representing the justice for Mohbad. Now, this is what I want to say. If people are coming out and saying remove Gregzy, remove Muiwa, remove Gregzy, remove Muiwa, it means they have something that that they are saying. Maybe there is a lapses, maybe there is something, or probably it is possible that there are parties that want those people to be removed. I, as a person, I don't have a family member I'm going to introduce to Baba to put in that particular position. But of recent, I'm going to be very sincere with you. I'm definitely going to do that on this platform. I'm not going to play Anki Panky. Of recent, people have been saying, put Crunchy Queen, put Crunchy Queen, put Crunchy Queen. Then I began to ask myself one question. I know there is nothing you're going to do that is going to satisfy a human being, but I'm beginning to ask myself one question. Why are people saying remove Gregzy, remove Muiwa, put Crunchy Queen? Remove Gregzy, remove Muiwa, put Crunchy Queen. That is the mind of the people that I'm telling you. Remove Gregzy and remove Muiwa, put Crunchy Queen. Remove Gregzy, remove Muiwa, put Crunchy Queen. Why are people saying that? What have you noticed, or what did you notice? Why are people saying that? Because that seems to be what people are saying. Some are saying put Crunchy Queen, let Crunchy Queen be this, let Crunchy Queen be that, let Crunchy Queen be this, let Crunchy Queen be that. Now, that is by the way. Then I want to ask one question. Lizzie Eyes, I'm coming. I want to ask one question. You have spoken well about Mr. Muiwa. I have absolutely nothing about Mr. Muiwa, but some of the public have a problem with Mr. Muiwa. I'm going to let everybody know. I'm going to let you know. Probably you might not know what the people are saying. Now, there is supposed to be an interview some couple of days ago with Mr. Muiwa. But the interview was not held. And there is no speech after that for why the interview was not held. Why about 1,000 people or close to 1,000 people were disappointed, expecting that Mr. Muiwa is going to come and grant an interview. So there is no report on why the interview was not held. There is nothing like an apology on why the interview was not held. And about 1,000 people were disappointed. We know that nobody can remove Mr. Muiwa. But for you who have access to Mr. Muiwa, can you please help us tell him that this is what the public are saying? Maybe from his own philosophy, from his own whatever, he can rearrange. When you work with the public, it's different from you working for yourself. Because the way it is, you're working for the public now. The public wants to know something. So you're working for the public. It's just like an elected official. You're not working for your family, you're working for the public. Even if you're not going to give the public 100, at least you still carry the public along. So the interview was not held. Because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you spoke well of him. So if you're speaking well of him, it means you have something, maybe one-on-one or a certain relationship with him. I'm not saying you know him 100%, but what the people are saying is that, just a good example of the interview. I ended my live program on a Friday. If you can bear me witness here, if you are here. Mommy Jokem was here. Every other person were here. I had to tell people, because on a Friday we dance, we celebrate here on a Friday. But because the interview was, I needed to end the interview. I needed to end my program so that, people will go there and listen, so that they won't be told what happened. So on getting there, nothing was done. To me, that's a disrespect to us as a public. But it's still the same Mr. Muiwa that you are telling us. I have absolutely nothing against him. But can you help us send a message to him? People need readjustment. Just like I said, when you're working for yourself, it is for yourself. But when you're working with the public, you carry the public along. You carry the public along. So that is just it. Nobody has anything against nobody. It is Baba that brought him. We are protecting Baba. But some of the things that they are doing is bringing shame to Baba. I'm telling you. As much as we love. Now, Mr. Olaide just sent me a DM in my destiny, and one of the places he referred me to, I saw his comment there, and he is saying he's gonna protect. In summary, he's saying he's going to protect Baba at all costs. In summary, what he put in that place is that I'm gonna protect Baba at all costs. But when you're trying to protect Baba at all costs, and at the same time, some people are not allowing you to do that, or at the same time, some people are the one that are uprooting some form. That are planting some seed of shame for the man. How long am I gonna continue? How long is Mr. Olaide gonna continue? How long is everybody gonna continue to do that? Sometimes some people are gonna say, "I am tired." If Mr. Olaide is tired tomorrow, I'm tired next tomorrow. Messi is tired another time. Mr. Tunji is tired another time. Every other person is tired. Mommy iOS is tired. Now, who is left to protect the man? Who is left to protect the man? We can't hide words. There is no form. There is no need. There is no time for anky panky. Now, I'm saying this, and I'm gonna say it. If your legal team, including you, Mr. Andy, if your legal team, which includes you, maybe the team that are working with the legal team or that are working with Baba. If Mr. Andy, York Daddy, Mr. Gurexi, and I think we have 2 people now that are coming in, and I'm going to start from the beginning. If Mr. Andy, Mr. Gurexi, York Daddy, the chairman, and Crunchy Queen, if you all know that you can do this thing all alone without the public involved in it, can you please tell every one of us so that I can just close this live stream, so that all other hosts can close the live stream, so that Messi Idris can stop coming online, so that we can forget that there is not anything that is called justice mobile. If you all can do it on your own. Because the general saying in Yoruba is, the voice of the people is the voice of God. The voice of God is the voice of the people. It might not be correct 100%, but at a junction, at a point in time, when the workers in a factory, are working and they are saying something, they pass it to their supervisor. The supervisor passes it to the manager passes it to the general manager. The general manager passes it to the MD or the CEO. That is how it's supposed to go. And whenever there is a development, the MD passes it to the general manager passes it to the manager passes it to the supervisors passes it to the factory, and that's how it's supposed to go. So if you believe that you all, as the team that are working with Baba, cannot do all of these things alone, you need the support of the public. I'm not talking financial wise now. That is none of my problem for now. But there are other things that are more than finance. There are other things that are more than finance. So if you believe and you know that you all cannot do it alone, and I'm including you, Mr. Andy, Mr. Gurexi, Chairman, Crunchy Queen, York Daddy, or any other thing that is at the background, then the public needs some things from you. The public also have opinion. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have PhD holders, we have masters holders. We have people that are learned, also part of the public. They might not be able to come in to your room, but they want to give advice. They also want to say, okay, this. Can you also compare this? Can you also look at this? Can you also look at this? So, Mr. Andy, I don't know if you have something to say about that. Thank you to everybody who was gifting. I really appreciate everybody. I also appreciate everybody in the panel, everybody in the comment section. Mr. Andy, let's have you. Thank you so much, Mr. Andy.
Oh, thank you, Ordinary Senator. You never disappoint. Thank you. Let me start from the interview that's supposed to came up last week Friday. Well, since that last Friday that we had a meeting with Mr. Miwa. Yesterday, if you notice, I was not on social media yesterday throughout. I was busy, and I believe Mr. Miwa, he will just be waking up because of the time zone difference. I don't know the reason why. You understand it? He never came up with that interview. It could be some reason known to him. You understand me? But one thing about Mr. Miwa, because I have worked with him regarding to this justice for Mohbad, I will continue saying this. He's a man of integrity. You understand me? I don't know the reason why he has not turned up. But the interview, I don't know. You made mention some names, the likes of Guresi, the likes of Chairman, the likes of York, myself, Country Queen. All these names that you mentioned, there's some other names that you don't even mention. The likes of Buki Jesse, Lady Ryan, Bossman, Lighton, a lot. But you see all these names that you made mention, that I also made mention, I can tell you for free. All these names, the best in West. It's only Guresi based in Nigeria for now. You understand me? And we should, every one of us, we should be able to appreciate this man. I'm not here to come and defend Guresi, because I don't know reason. Some people are using different names to call Guresi or myself or other people. I can be in West. The rest of us, we are in the West. You understand me? Is it possible for me now to travel to Nigeria to leave my family behind, to go and stay in Nigeria? Guresi is the only person is on ground. And I don't know what this young man or gentleman have still from their pots or from their pockets. You understand me? And we should know none of us is perfect. None of us is perfect. It's very, very insulting sometimes when you come on social media and telling people that you talk too much. It's very, very insultive. Very, very insultive. You understand me? One day, I said this to a friend of mine on social media who happens to live in Canada. And immediately, she called me out. And I realized my mistake, that she doesn't like it. And since then, if somebody tells me that I talk too much, I don't take it lightly. You understand? And you also talk about the public, that if we need the public hand. Who am I? I'm a public servant in Justice for Mohbad. I'm not family of Aloba. You understand me? Guresi, same thing. Whom did Baba choose to be his mouthpiece? Mr. Miwa. Mr. Miwa called on the likes of other people, just like me as well. You understand me? To help him out. You understand me? And if me, I'm bringing information out, it's what I know. You understand me? It's not ESA. Sometimes I will be in the meeting with them. Sometimes I will not be in the meeting with them. But I trust that what is coming from them is what they've discussed. You understand me? Especially when I'm hearing from Guresi or I'm hearing from Mr. Miwa. You understand me? If I want to write my own essay, the English that I'm going to use through my own essay, it might be different to the English that you are going to use in your essay, but we are still achieving the same goal. Okay, I'm stopping because I think you are cutting me short.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not.
You understand me? The issue is this. We should be able to appreciate one another. We are a public servant. It's not in every meeting that we attend. You understand me? And if I want to throw out my own opinion, I will always throw it. I will say it clearly. This is my own opinion. Okay, this is what is coming from the meeting. You talks about the PRO, that people want Crunchy Queen to be the PRO. It's not me. It's the public we determine. With those people working with the legal team. You understand me? Because one thing I'm certain of is this: Mr. Miwa, he listening. He listening. You understand me? And this time around, we are hiring one of the senior advocates of Nigeria who happens to be Wahab Shitu. It's not we are hiring, we've hired him. We have hired him already. You understand me? And I believe a lot of accountability will come from his office. You understand me? Because barrister is different to son. With due respect. You understand me? And Mr. Miwa have agreed to what the public is asking for, a structure. And I think they are doing that right now. You understand me? They are doing that right now. You understand? And they have a lot in the team that they are helping to make sure that we get to the bottom of this justice. Just like I said a few days ago, the date of the paternity for the hearing have been set already. You understand me? The full money have been paid to Barrister Odumosu. You understand me? And Barrister Odumosu is cooperating.
The full money for the what?
For the paternity, the DNA of the innocent child, Leanne, have been paid according to Mr. Miwa, and that one is documented. I saw it. The full money have been paid. And because of the new legal team coming up now, they cannot just throw it. You understand me? They still need to continue. And Barrister Odumosu is cooperating to the best of my knowledge. This is a man too. You understand me? He wants justice. You understand? I will stop.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Andy. There's something I want to say. Thank you, Chrisma. There's something I want to say, right? And about the defense of Mr. Muiwa. About the defense of Mr. Muiwa. I can categorically tell you now that one of the things you said, probably you need to correct yourself on that. To you, Mr. Muiwa is a man of integrity. Thank you so much. To you, Mr. Muiwa is a man of integrity. People want Mr. Muiwa to prove to them that he's a man of integrity. There are two things. To me, Mr. Andy, that I know.
That is to me. Because I have worked with him, to me, not to the public, to me.
Now, that is the reason why I had to bring it up, because you have said it generally. You understand? You projected it generally that Mr. Muiwa is a man of integrity. You need to state it very well that to you as a person, as an individual.
To me. Yes, I'm referring to myself because that's why I said I have worked with him.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that I'm not here to come and defend anybody.
Good. Now, but you have ended up defending people. I'm going to bring you back because all of these things that are leading to ups and down, I don't like it. It's dragging us back. You understand? It's dragging us back. Now, I want to say this. Why is it difficult? Has there been another reschedule? Why is it difficult for Mr. Muiwa, even if it is to write a statement, pass it to all of the hosts, that I'm sorry, help me upload this on your page so that the people will see that maybe I was engaged. You understand? Maybe I was engaged on the day I'm supposed to come for the interview. I am sorry. You understand? It doesn't, if you are his spokesperson now, it would have been better. You are not his spokesperson. You are not even here to defend him. But there was an agreement and you pass it down to the general public like, okay, there's going to be this, and that thing did not happen. Another thing should actually come up, that, okay, this is it. This is the reason why this did not come up. For future's sake, what has happened. The public are intoxicated. The public are eager to have justice. And if there is any hanky-panky movement, they suspect the person. That is just the truth. They suspect the person. Like, if there is anything that is supposed to be done and that thing is not done, people begin to look like, oh, this person has not compromised. That is the one of the most used word in justice for Mohbad is, if I'm not mistaken, is petition and compromise. I think those are the most used word in justice for Mohbad. Petition and compromise. Petition, compromise. I think those are the most used words in justice for Mohbad. But that's just by the way. So Mr. Muyiwa needs to prove to people. Some have problem with him concerning finance. It's not my problem. At least I have spoken with one or two persons, and they have assured me that there is an evidence to how money was spent. And I'm still expecting that as a person. It's not because I want to use it for anything. It's not because I want to know. Nothing, not for anything. But when the public sees it, the public says there's no problem. You understand what I'm trying to say now, Mr. Andy? It's not like anybody is trying to castigate or whatever, but people want a change. People want a change. People want a change. So you have said now, you are not here to defend anybody. I want you to say it with your mouth that I, Andy, I am not here to defend anybody. I am here to just state my own opinion. So that nobody is going to hold you accountable for what you are not supposed to be held.
Thank you, the ordinary senator. From my submission, I have stated it already. Because I have worked. Mr. Miller, that is why I continue to use the phrase integrity. To me, you understand me, is because I have worked with him. Just like when you ask, why did Mr. Miwa did not turn up for the interview that's supposed to took place last week, Friday? I said to you, I don't know. You understand? It is what I know, and I did not defend him. You understand me? I did not bring any speculation or opinion. Well, could you be, this is the reason why he did not turn up? No, I don't know, because I have not spoken to him. It was on Friday that we spoke last. You understand me? Everything that I said regarding to Mr. Miwa, regarding to Buresi, regarding to York, regarding to Chairman, regarding to Crunchy Queen, Buki Jesse, it is to me because I have worked with these people. You understand me? We spoke on daily basis. You understand me? That is my submission. And please, let's continue to pray for everybody in this justice for Mohbad. And I'm going to end my summation right now by saying what I said earlier on our expectation for tomorrow coroner inquest to be like this, not this. Let's bring our expectation low. And when we see something high, we will all be joyful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andy. I still wanted to be around, but there's something I'm going to say before I go to the next person, which is Mr. Olaide. You are not staying in Nigeria. And there are so many other people that are not staying in Nigeria. And one of the things, for instance, being a senator in Nigeria or a councillor or whatever position that you hold, maybe you are a senator or something, it is that you have a senatorial district, and the needs of your people in that your senatorial district is what you take to the house. It's what you project to the house, and what you project to the house is back to the Senate president, and they take it up, they take it up, they take it up, they take it to the president, and that is it. So one thing I want you to do for us, I see you, York Daddy, welcome in. One thing I want you to do for us as a member of the public, because you are a member of the public. We want you, whenever you get to your inner room or whatever it is that you all call it, when you get to your inner room, we want you to speak as a member of the public, not as a member of a team or a legal whatever that you call it in the inside. We want you to speak as a member of the public. You speak the mind of the public. Even if they are going to lash at you, let them lash at you, but you know that you are still representing the public. On this case, Let them know that you are representing the voice of the public. I don't want to have anything to do with the legal team. As a matter of fact, I don't want to speak with Baba Mohbad. I've said it times and times and times again and again and again. But when you go there, speak as a voice of the public. Don't hide anything. If I abuse you here because of justice for Mohbad, when you get there, let them know. Let it reflect in your words that somebody, Ishtok, abused you, and you will not want Ishtok to abuse you again. So thank you. I know your mic is still moved. I wanted to make your mic now. Don't say anything. Not for now, Mr. Andy. Don't say nothing now from Mr. Andy. Thank you so much. I'm Zadi Andy Balogun Lenyo, ordinary vice president. I'm calling you for the first time. Ordinary vice president of this thing. Thank you so much. Now, Mr. Laide, you want to say something? Then I'm going to go ahead. If people have questions. And Mr. Laide, sorry, before I come to you, Mr. Andy, there is one thing you cannot remove away from people that are seeking justice for Mohbad. That is prayer. Everybody seeking justice for Mohbad knows how to pray. And from day one, they've been praying for justice for Mohbad. And I can still tell there are people that will pray and fast tomorrow because of the corona inquest. So thank you for actually bringing it to mind. But I am telling you, me too. I know people that there are people of integrity. People that I'm seeing, there are people of integrity too. My own people, they are people of integrity. And when it comes to prayer, they will never stop praying, even for justice for Mohbad. Thank you so much. Mr. Laide, let's have you. Thank you so much. Mommy Timatila, Oluwatosin, I see you. Oluwatosin, stop it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Can you hear me, Ishto?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Juicy, thank you.
Thank you. I think I want to go from. I asked a question in the comment section. I thought maybe you saw it, so you could have elaborate on that. And when people say public, what is public in this matter? Who are the public? Is it we that are behind Baba? Because when you say public, that means you're talking. It's encompassing. That means you are putting even Team Wunmi, you are putting the Instagram bashers of Baba in public. So if we even, let's say we have a PR now, is it PR talking about for we? Because if you say PR, is it PR on TikTok, please? What we need for me is not even on TikTok. Radio and TV interviews is what is needed right now. TikTok, we already know our stand. Everybody knows our stand. We know our stand already. We know people that don't want justice. Definitely, we know those that are for justice. We know those that are critics. They just criticize, they don't just criticize anything that they want to criticize, anything. On fait more. You understand? So when you're talking about public, who is the public? I said something here. The only person that can exonerate Baba is the court. Irrespective of any media release you put out there, he's going to get bashed on Instagram. 100%. No doubt about that. Let's forget about all this thing you're talking about. I'm saying it.
Mr. Laide, let me interject, right? Let me interject. When we say the public in this context, it is not Team Wunmi. It is not an Instagram this thing. It is you and I seeking justice. It is you and I who have vowed by ourselves that we're going to try and protect Baba. The more we try to protect Baba, the more some people are opening up his yansh. So the public will be we that we are seeking justice. Now, you said something, it's only court that can exonerate. Do you know that the action of you and I, in one way or the other, we are exonerating Baba? Because when some people come out, they say one thing, we straighten their head in one way or the other. Do you know that even if the court comes out tomorrow, Baba has nothing to answer for. He's not guilty. He's not. Anybody can just say whatever it is they want to say. You understand? We don't have to wait for court to exonerate Baba. They themselves, they are exonerating Baba on their own with their lips. You understand? So we don't have to wait for the court. Court does not need to exonerate Baba. Baba does not have anything to answer other than I went there, this is what I saw, this is what I saw. And as a matter of fact, what he saw is one of the things that is still keeping us going in this case. So we don't need to wait for court. We don't need to wait for court. We are here doing the exoneration. And even the people that are not seeking for justice, in one way or the other, they're exonerating him. You can hear the voice note of Tolani the other day saying, if I pronounce the name very well, saying Baba does not even know anything about whatever. So they've exonerated Baba already. So the context will be we are seeking justice. Anybody that is tagging hashtag justice for Mohbad. Anybody that is saying Baba needs to be protected, everybody that is saying Baba does not know anything about whatever it is that is going on. I think I know you still want to say something. I will allow you to continue. And concerning the media that you spoke about, I think I was here. Okay, I will discuss that with you in the DM later. Yeah, I will discuss that with you. Is a way forward. You can go ahead. Thank you so much, Mr. Lady.
I was going somewhere, but no way. Let them.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Don't forget about it.
Okay, yeah. So after I have borrowed the space for Mr. Olaide now let me quickly go to Mommy MHR. Wherever it is that you are, Mr. Andy, you need to come back up here. Wherever it is that you are, maybe it's your network that dropped you or something. Yum. Thank you. MHR must. Mommy, thank you. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you, ma. Let's have you, ma.
Yes.
Sky Ivy.
All right. I will start from somewhere. I will start from where Mr. Andy started from. I want to start from those people dragging and calling people other hosts name that Arifa and others. They formed that voice record. I think though they have shown themselves that they are anti-justice. They always want to cover themselves as if they are justice. They are looking for justice for Mohbad, but they are just a snitch among us. And God has been showing them to us that we have to be very careful about them. They don't want anything good. They are the one that will be crying about just accountability, but dying from their money has never dropped. And they are be calling names. They are be calling other people spending their money on justice for Mohbad names. These are so-called the idiot among them has never been to that corona inquest for once to listen to what is happening over there, but to condemn other people that want to bring out the truth from their own side of their own view. So those kind of people are from today. I've put them in a box where I don't want to believe that they are still existing, because they are just a fool that wants to drag us back. And that is number one. Number two, concerning the public, I think it is very, very necessary. It is very, very important that the public should know what is happening in there, whatever meeting they are having or whatever step they are taking, because all this dragging of accountability and transparency is because they have not been feeding us what they are really doing with the money. That is why some people are looking at how would they be giving them money and we are not getting results. All this why we should have gotten that result all this while, but because you people are not giving us an update, the step you're taking, what you people are doing under there, the legal team, we don't know what is happening. And we are here talking justice for Mohbad. It's as if that we're just singing every day, but we are not getting the result. That is why they are asking for the accountability. Whatever you people are doing in there, at least you might not give us the whole gist, but you can just give us the tip all about it, and we will know that okay, they are doing some other things that at the end of the day we will get the justice we are looking for. And that one is very, very important, Mr. Andy. That one is very important. No, because you people can't just be coming one by one and be telling Baba do this, Baba do... No. Okay, at the end of the week, give us summary of what you people have done past a week or 2 weeks. Let's know what is happening. This corona inquest that is coming on Monday, what do we expect from your team, from the legal team of Baba? We want to know what we are expecting. We want to know what we want to really get. Because, for example, the time they went to Berekete, everybody have the rest, and we have the peace in ourselves that we are heading somewhere. And through Berekete, we can get something. With the step Berekete took, yes, everybody see that, okay, even Wunmi herself knows that, these people are not playing with me. So we want to know what is happening in that area. For the Mr. Gures, some people that were talking about Mr. Mr. Gures have been is a very wonderful man. I can see it because there was a day in Corona Inquest. I went to Corona Inquest. Mr. Gures doesn't know me, and I just went to him. I didn't talk to him, but I want to hear what that man wants to say. Because the way I've been looking at that man was standing as if he wants to hear the result of the. Some people were doing WAEC. He wants to know the result of what is happening in the Corona Inquest. So I have to sit and I have to stay and be very close to him to know what is really happened, what is going on somewhere. And I know that, okay, this man really wanted to fight for the justice. Even the man was even telling the lady that, stop talking, I don't know who this woman is. So they were asking me, well, are you a politician? Are you a this? Are you a that? But I said, no, I just want to have my record. I don't want anybody to come on social media and be telling us lies, because we are fighting for the youth of our Nigeria. This is our country. We are fighting for the better tomorrow. So Mr. Gures have been doing wonderful work. So everybody that has hatred for that man should please drop it. They should please drop it. If you have not been to Corona Inquest, stop castigating people. If you are not drop your 10 kobo for this justice for Mohbad, stop dragging people. These people are doing their best. Without this, Mr. We don't know Aries from anywhere before. Grace has been there before now. Please, we should stop all this dragging and dragging. And for Mohbad, kudos. You're a good woman, very wonderful woman, who carried 9 months. Let me call it 10 months and 3 years. Let me say 7 years, because you dropped the boy at the age of 7. Your 9 months, your 7 years is a waste. Is a waste. You are nowhere to be called a woman. You are not a woman of substance. You are not a woman of integrity. You are not a woman with a blood running in a vein. I think it's black oil that is running in your vein. That is why you don't have respect for your late son. You don't have sympathy for your son. You are just that man in a box of shade, of shame. No, it will not work for you. You would rather go down for it. Mohbad will hurt you. That is why you will be crying that they should go and bury this boy. They will never bury the boy until we get that DNA. DNA is our results. Because the character of the lady is being questioned, that make us to question the paternity of the boy. And the paternity of the boy will give us the result of what we are looking for 7 months. So whatever you want to do, continue going to the party. Wumi, Kushe, Amadada, a well-trained woman who killed her husband and threw the party for Mohbad. You think you throw the party for Liam? We all know that you are doing, yes, you overcome Mohbad. You are not in that line at all. We will see your hand. Yeah, Mohbad, I'm still talking to you. You are a failure. You are a woman that we need to stone. We need to stone you to death because you are not a mother. You going to a party when your son is still in that mortuary, and you'll be coming outside telling us lies. Tolani let us know. Tolani have made us to know that you were there on Monday. She said it. We heard it from Tolani that you were there. All those scripts that you are giving us on that day. Àṣírí ẹ̀ ti tú ìyá Mohbad. Àṣírí ẹ̀ ó ti tú in Bedside. Abirun ni mama. Abirun at 50. A fool at 50 can never have any brain at all. Is a fool for the rest of her life. You are a fool. You're supposed to be jailed for compromise and for Yamiloimbo.
Is it lying under oath or conspiracy?
Conspiracy.
Okay.
She conspired with Wunmi. Conspiracy and deceit because you Mohbad. Ẹni bí ni ẹ́ tó ń pọnmọ lọ sí bedroom. Ẹni bí tó ń pọnmọ lọ sínú balùwẹ̀. Jẹ́ n sọ ní Yorùbá. Ẹni bí ni ẹ́. Shame to you. Shame on you, that idiot. Shame on you. They need to stone you. You and Bobrisky supposed to share the same space in that Kirikiri. You killed your son, and you still want people to be praising you as a good mother. Iyabo giving you that kudos. She's a bastard. She's a bastard. What do we expect from her? Please, my last submission is that we should all please stop dragging every host. We should please
I lost my connection.
dragging every host because they are doing their best. They are doing their best. They are wonderful people. Mr. Gurex, please don't talk too much when you want to talk to people. If it is not necessary, you should answer everybody. Ìwọ falẹ́nu, nǹkan tó bá wọn anybody ló lè fẹnu ara ẹ̀ sọ. Alala ńlá ni, etí ikún ni. Ẹ kọ sí wọn. When you are going to that corona inquest, níbo ni send by Tomi wà, níbo ni Juicy wà, níbo ni gbogbo wọn wà. I'm sorry for calling out the names. I'm sorry for calling out the names, but if I don't call it, those people will think they are relevant.
No.
That man has done a very wonderful thing.
You are mentioning people that are so dear to me. They are my friends.
Yeah, I can't be here and they be throwing shit.
Mommy, I will have to stop you there.
All right, I'm coming. I'm rounding up here.
Okay.
So please, everybody, we are one. We are one, and our this thing is supposed to be going up to maybe to all social media so that the whole world will hear us, because all this Baba and Wunmi, Wunmi justice for Wunmi, they are the one throwing shade on Baba Mohbad on Instagram and Facebook. We too have to go there and to prove them wrong that they are just an evil people, evil draw. So please, God will help us and God will continue to guide us. Well done, Mr.
Yeah,
Ishtok.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mommy MHR Most, for that one. I take responsibility for anything that was said. I'm so sorry about that.